Hi folks, it's been more than a couple of weeks now. It's over a month since I last uploaded a video. In that time, my workforce has basically been busy doing other things, so there's not been a lot happened here. A couple of things on the go. There is insulation to put in the ceiling, which I'll show you a bit of video about after it was delivered. And the rice factory's working quite a lot now. I'm not sure how much the neighbours like it, but it seems to run overnight or late into the night fairly often, and it's not that quiet, but I'm told that everybody signed off on it before it was built, so they can't really complain about the noise apparently. So, okay, I wouldn't want to be living next door to it. And what else has happened? My big toy is coming next month, as in July, and my solar power off-grid system should be coming also. I'll show you a little bit on the video. Last night we had 2 little truckloads of packets of rock wool bats show up, which is good. Ends up costing about $1,800 equivalent. Don't know if you can quite make it out in the dimness there. So zoom in, maybe you'll see that we also have 2 new big AC unit heat exchangers on the front porch. That's the big AC units that went into the storeroom and lounge room. So today I expect the guys will start sticking those in the roof. That's going to be fun. I've bought them gloves to stop the little prickles getting in their fingers, and dust masks to stop them getting the fibres in their lungs. So hopefully they'll wear those, and long sleeves. Don't know what else to tell you at this stage. That's about where we're at. All those are going to be picked up and carried down to the back door, because the back door is where the stairs are that go up into the roof. I think the guys will be once more grateful that I've actually put in a good set of folding steps to get into the roof space, because trying to poke these all up through a small manhole would be a real bugger. There is some minor preparation work to do in the roof before they start putting these in. I bought a couple of cans of expanding polystyrene foam, polyurethane foam, which will be used to fill a few larger holes we made as ceiling penetrations over the wardrobes for getting some of the wiring in. I want to sort of make it difficult for bugs and what have you to get from the ceiling or roof space into the actual rooms below. So yeah, things will be happening. Well, there's lots of rice in the rice factory, getting processed. It's been quite some time since I've reported on the rice factory, but they've been using it and running it late at night, it seems. But it looks like the drive belt has limited lifespan, so Azra is currently working on making another drive belt for the thing. Hard to see what to do about that. But yeah, looks like it's been getting plenty of use. Some thought has to be put into how to deal with the dust factor, because you can see that the back wall there, it's got plenty of dust on it from the cleaning. So what would be really good is some sort of dust extractor which would suck that out and deposit that outside. I wonder what other ideas I can come up with. But yeah, that's where we're at with the rice factory. It's in operation when it's not broken down for maintenance. And it seems to get quite a bit of use. Looks like they've been running the windower too, because that chute comes out from the machine inside. And yeah, deposits it all over there. So I imagine that the fish that were living in that pond at the back there are not doing too well. That's going to suck all the oxygen out. And, yeah, so that stuff used for firing bricks. So I'm sure that'll get a bit more use as time goes by. And I suspect there's probably still fish near a pond here. Bit of a fire hazard, but I guess it get rained on often enough that it's probably going to compost anyway if they don't use it for anything. Well, it's break time at the moment, but they've been running this machine overnight. New belt on it because the last two are broken, so I think the price has been escalating. So yeah, so there's lots of rice in here at the moment, and bicycles and everything else in here get a good coating of dust. So I hope these guys are aware that this stuff is likely to be explosive. There's one thing about flammable material that's finely divided like this in air is actually explosive. So I hope these guys know. I'm not really reassured that they do, because we have the ubiquitous cigarette butt. That's a bit of a concern. So let's see if Azra knows. I'll have a bit of a conversation. Another thing that's happened is this ice machine is broken again for about the 5th time, and limit switches, that seems to be the problem, because this last break had this switch was hard against the stop, jammed up really hard, so I'm thinking that maybe that limit switch is stuffed. So I ordered 2 more. One's sewn up so far, the other one will come in time. When they arrive I'll fix up that bit and put it back together, and I do have a longer screw which will go all the way through that. In fact my hole I drilled for it actually went right through into the water container on the other side. Fortunately, it'll be above the level of the water, I think, so that won't be an issue. But yes, I've used up hypodermic needles again to put into those little holes to reinforce it, and use super glue again, but this time a longer screw hopefully will hold it together. All the times previously the screw has just barely made it into the meat of the plastic on the other side of the brake, so this time it's going to go a lot further. And if that doesn't then last until we get the solar off-grid power and I can have my other fridges going, I'll just have to do without the ice, as I have for the last couple of weeks. This has been sitting here waiting for things to happen. Yeah, that's the state of that one. I don't hear the rice factory running at the moment, so maybe it's down for maintenance.
Yeah, but this machine has had a lot of my time put into fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. I'm getting a bit tired of it, frankly. It was good while it lasted.
I was told earlier that Dadang and Karana, another relative, Karana's dad, were going to come and start putting in the insulation bats in the ceiling today. But then subsequently I've been told that Dadang's off doing some other paperwork today. So I previously told Jabita that one of the guys from Melbourne had suggested that perhaps they should do the work in the roof at night, because there wouldn't be the direct sunlight on the roof heating it up, and it's dark up in there anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference inside. So that suggestion has been taken on board apparently, and I'll be back tonight to work on it. So okay, sooner is better as far as I'm concerned for insulation, but I can't rush these guys. I do miss my independence, because in Tullamarine I was kind of my own boss, and I could do things when I wanted to, and nip down to Bunnings when I needed to get some hardware supplies and stuff like that, or nip out and get some groceries. Here I'm completely dependent on others, so that's a bit of a shock to my system. But hey, I'm adaptable. It's okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much the updates for that now. I'm expecting much more exciting things to happen in the next month, so I shall report back. Oh yes, I did get another one of those little action cameras, an Acaso. Well, I actually asked for a Bravo 7 LE, and my stepdaughter found something cheaper, the Acaso V50X. As it turns out, she should have got what I asked for, because the V50X is a dud. No matter what video micro SD card you put in it, it says too slow, and this is including cards which are specifically supported by the unit. And when I got onto Acaso's support line, they are absolutely useless. They said, oh, format the card each time you use it. Yeah, I'll do that. Every time you turn it on, the thing announces that the card is too slow, so you have to format it before you can do anything else. Which means that if you are trying to take video, and you take a video, turn it off, and then go to take the next video, you have to lose the first one when you format the card, which is useless. And I've also found that if you format the card and then use the thing in a completely static environment, it'll happily record for 5 or 7 minutes before it creates the next video. But if you have a moving environment, like if I walk down the road out here with it, it will announce in less than a minute, oh, card is too slow. So I asked the support people, is there a later version of the firmware which will fix this problem? And it turns out I'm running the latest version of the firmware. So whatever you do, do not buy an Acaso V50X action camera. Absolutely useless, and their online help is also absolutely useless. About what, $250 odd, so that's wasted. Actually no, this one was less than 200. The Bravo 7 LE that I wanted, that was about 250. Looking at what is on offer, that still sadly seems to be the best option, unless I go to the GoPros, which are a lot more expensive. Like you're talking $800 instead of $250. which I'm not quite that keen for. So I'd really like the Brave 7 LE, which is what I asked for originally, but now I don't really want to go near a Caso. And Jabita says, well, you've got enough cameras, why do you need to get more cameras for? Because there is actually another little camera. Where'd that go? Because I've got her little Nikon as well. Okay, she put that somewhere, or have I put that somewhere? The joys of being married. I used to always know that if I couldn't find something, it's because I'd forgotten where I put it. Now, when I can't find something, it's because it's not where I put it. That's always fun. Okay, well, I'll wrap this video up, and hopefully it'll be a bit more exciting next time I have something to say. Found it. It's where I put it. That's always the dilemma now. Is it because I forgot where I put it, or because it moved from where I remembered putting it? And this one, I actually put it on the table over there out of the way. So yeah, so this is a nice little unit I bought for Jabita. Let's see, power on. So we've got the screen on the back that you can turn over and flip around, so that it's just on the back, or you can have it so you can view it from the front, like that. And it's got 42 times power zoom, which is pretty cool. Not quite sure what the microphone is like in it. And do we have a hot shoe? No, we don't have a hot shoe to be able to have a mount for the external microphone I'm using on that one. So this one will be pretty much video only, I suspect. But it's a pretty good little unit. I should use it more. So I'll probably, yeah, you'll see more of this anyway. Okay, that'll do for now.